Mavericks versus the Strikers. The Strikers are going to bat first. They have won the toss and have decided to bat first. Two batsmen in. This is Zooters presents 40 plus 2.0. Second match of a sizzling Sunday where we saw 189 being chased down in just 15 overs. So single to start off. Strikers off to a start of the very first ball. It's Sunil Nair on one side and Kumar Adnani on other. Kumar Adnani in the previous match got out of the very first ball. He would not like to replicate that performance. He was out for a blob. Very first ball he got out. This time around he would like to stay there. So Sunil and Kumar Adnani. Kumar Adnani still to get off mark against Rajiv. Now that's room for Kumar Adnani and he opens his account with a slash outside the off stump. He would be happy. Both the batsmen on one now. Sunil would be on strike now against Rajiv. That's played with soft hands. Strikers versus Mavericks. Remember, this is a 40 plus tournament in which 9 players are 40 plus. The 2 players which are allowed to play are going to be 33 plus. And this has been a great tournament with some fantastic display by these all experienced players. Kumar Adnani. He comes on strike. He got off to a mark with a cracking shot. Let's see whether he dispatches the last ball of the over for a boundary. Tries to. Down the leg side. Umpire declares it as a wide. Score moves on to 3. Kumar on strike. KA27 it reads. It's jersey. Kumar Adnani. Kumar on one side, Sunil on other. Last ball of the first over from Rajiv. That's a short pitch delay. This is cracked towards the covers. On the back foot, short pitch ball hit fiercely into the covers for a crisp boundary. Score at the end of over number 1 is 8 runs without loss. Kumar on 5, Sunil on 2. Eight is what the score is. It's going to be Sunil on strike, Kumar Adnani on the other. Manoj. He comes in to bowl from the highway end. First 4 overs of power play, then we have 2 overs of power surge, which can be taken between 11 overs from 11 to 20. Of course, the latest you can take it is on the 19th and the 20th or 19th over. 11th is the earliest, 19th is the latest, in which you can take that. Oh, that is nicely bowled. Nice flighted delivery and good running by Sunil. So the score is 10 now. It goes in 2 figures. Both the batsmen. Good understanding between them too. And that's nicely bowled, equally well played by Kumar. He understands the importance of staying there on the wicket and scoring some beginnings. And Kumar and Sunil. He's a good bowler, Manoj. Ripping it. Off spinner. Bowling with some guile and precision. Good bowling by Manoj. Just a single in his over. He is bowling some good off spinners. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Equally well played. Slashed and slashed beautifully. And caressed for boundary behind point. That's his first boundary. In fact, his second boundary. 2 boundaries, one of the last ball and this coming of the 4th ball of the second over. 13 is what the score is. Strikers off to a good start. Courtesy of this big unit on your screen. Kumar Adnani. Towering personality, very strong guy. Very imposing when you have such strong batsmen and they are going good. That's nicely bowled. Good bowling. He has bowled well in spite of conceding that boundary. Just 5 runs in the first 5 balls. That's good going in the power play over. So that's a short pitch delivery and white ball being called. The first extras conceded by the bowler. Generally, this can happen when the bowler tries to cram the batsman, and the batsman, when he gets off the way of the ball, it's declared for a wide. Manoj, first white ball. Oh, that is hit fiercely and good valiant effort by the fielder over there. Cannot stop it from going for a boundary. Second boundary of the over. A good over, but every ball of the first 2 overs, the last balls, have been dispatched for boundaries. Good shot down the ground. 4 runs. Score is 18 now. Oh, that's beautifully done. Using the soft hand, the ball is racing towards the fine leg region for another boundary. This was just delicately placed. Just drifting down the leg side, gleefully taken. Leg glance, as easy as you get them. 22 without loss now. We are into the 3rd over. Sunil is on 7. Kumar Adnani is on 13. .22 without loss. We are into the third over. But that remained low. That was a submarine. Oh, that's it. Straight down the ground. Just short of the fielder over there into the long on region. Rajiv was excited. Score is 23 now. 23 of 2.3. Kumar Adnani comes on strike. He has looked good today. 2 boundaries for the tall, burly, right-handing opening batsman. Boosh. 23 in 2.3. That was so close to being bowled out. He got his bat just down in time. Nicely bowled. The last ball of the third over. Oh, that's nicely bowled. With the single, the score moves on to 24 now. 24 without loss at the end of over number 3. Rajiv 2 overs and 13 runs against him. So Kumar Adnani, who got out on a blob on the first match, this match looks good. He has got 3 good boundaries. In fact, 2 good boundaries. Boundaries for the last balls of every over. That's nicely flighted. Beautiful bowling. It's a very nice orthodox action. Classical off spinner Manoj. He's conceded 10 runs in the first over, but he looked good. Kumar Adnani on strike. He is 13 of 12 against a very good bowler Manoj. A very, very good classical off spinner. Oh, that's nicely flighted. And that's a classical off spinner's delivery. What a good ball. Wonderfully flighted and through his gate. He is a good batsman, but in the last 2 matches he hasn't played well. Got out on 0 and today was looking good. Today beaten neck and crop and it's off stump, goes for a walk. Kumar Adnani is a pretty good batsman, attacking one, getting out on a well flighted delivery. Classical off spinner's delivery, wicket. So 24 is what on which the first wicket falls. Kumar Adnani comes back after looking so promising. He gets out. 24 for 1. We are into the fourth over. The last over of the power play. He may have gone for a few runs in the first over, Manoj, but he's bowling well. Gives it a rip and balls those off spinners, flighted ones. And that is nicely bowled. With the single, the score moves on to 25. 25 for 1. Sunil is 8 of 7. Akash is 1 of 1. That's a quicker delivery and that is right in front of the wickets. So 2 wickets for the off spinner in an over. So both the openers being sent back. Sunil was looking good. So was Kumar. But both the batsmen are back. One was bowled, the other one was LBW, leg before the wicket. So 2 wickets in space of 4 balls for the offie. So 2 wickets in space of 5 balls for this man. In fact, 2 in 3 balls for Manoj. 11 for 2 is figure read. Abhimanyu Khanna will be facing the last ball of Manoj's successful second over. Will he go for the third one? Oh, that is flighted again and almost had his man. That was so close to being out. Score at the end of over number 4 is 26 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Great over there by Manoj. So 4 overs, 26 runs and 2 wickets down. Raju continuing with his third over. He has given away 13 runs. Abhimanyu Khanna has played really well in the previous encounter. He played a good innings for his team, but what that was in vain. Old Monks chased the score down. In fact, RMV strikers chased that score down as well. That is off the edge for a single. He played a brilliant innings in the previous match. Scored a half century. 61 runs to be precise. 28 for 2 is what the scoreboard reads. Abhimanyu Khanna is 2 of 3. Oh, that's picked off his legs. What a good shot that is. Fantastic way to get his first boundary. What a good shot that was. 32 runs in fact on the scorecard. What a good shot that is. On his legs and beautifully picked up. Nicely done. That's a very good shot. The fielder was there, but he also had not any chance to cut that off. This is a big ground, bigger than even the Wankhede is. Considering the size of the boundaries, it's a bigger ground. One of the biggest grounds you'll find to play in Mumbai, where the spinners can have the leverage to give flight to the ball, and you have to hit some good shots to get your boundaries. And you see, but that's nicely done. This is another good shot. This will race away for another boundary. Is it? No, the fielder just there. Good job over there. They take a couple. Good running there by Abhimanyu and Akash Desai. Last time it was Rishabh and Abhimanyu who paired up to stitch a wonderful partnership. This time Abhimanyu Khanna has got off to a great start. 8 of just 5 balls. That's a very good start. Very traditional kind of batsman of 90s. Very low back lift. Hardly the bat comes off the ground. Nicely done with soft hands. 35. Akash Desai is 2 of 2. Rajiv is bowling his third over in a row. He has given away 22 runs, has done a good job of keeping the batsman quiet. That's not bad, 7.33 runs per over in the first 3, where we had to bowl 2 overs in the power play. That's good going. Rajiv Shah. Oh, that was an opportunity to score some quick runs. Just a single. With the single, the score will move on to 36 at the end of over number 5. Run rate of 7.2 runs per over. Kiran will bowl the sixth over. Manoj bowled two brilliant overs and he picked both the opening batsmen. Oh, that's hammered down the ground. Straight too long off to Manoj. Just a single. Akash Desai 4 of 4. Look at the focus on Akash's eyes. Oh, he is right across the line. He is right in front of. Very, very close it was. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Umpire says leg by. That was so very close. Maybe the ball may have been drifting down the leg side. Abhimanyu Khanna. He will go big on this ball. Take my word. The previous ball also he hammered down the ground. He is a boundary hitter. He just waits for the loose balls. In fact, he converts few good balls into big shots. That's what I was talking about. This is what Abhimanyu can do. He can break that Chakravyuh anytime. 6 runs, 45. That was a very, very powerfully hit sixer. That's what he can almost read this batsman. After 2-3 balls, he gets bored of getting those singles. He goes for a big one. That was way too short. And that was an invitation to go big. That was 6. Smashed for a sixer down the ground. Way too short. Score is 45 for 2. Some respectability to the score now. Run rate which is hovering around 6 runs per over. It has some respectability now. Good shot this is. Again Abhimanyu going big and good running. That's his trademark batting. He'll play some big shots. Also he can run so very well. Abhimanyu, strike rate of 200 and within no time he has reached 18. Heading towards yet another half century. Previous match he scored 61 odd. Again starting off brilliantly. That's nicely bowled. That was off the stumps. With the single, he'll retain strike. Score at the end of over number 6 is 8 runs per over, 48 for the loss of 2 wickets. Very bright kind of pads for both of them, pinkish and yellowish, both of them fluorescent colored. Very, very colorful. Two batsmen with two colorful pads. Fluorescent yellow and of course pink. Akash Desai is 4 of 5. Abhimanyu Khanna is going great guns. 19 of just 10 balls. Strike rate of 190. Akash strike rate of 80, but that may just go on an ascendancy. Abhimanyu Khanna, he is 19 of 10. Akash Desai is 4 of 5. Oh, was that an edge? No. That was outside the off stump. That was shot. That was meant to be hit. He was aiming for that extra coverage and that was the right idea. Execution wasn't that great because the ball remained slightly low. Prashant versus Abhimanyu. This is going to be good viewing. And he goes big against the spinners. He went for that ram shot. Instead, misses completely. He misses. Even the wicketkeeper misses. The other fielder even. Oh, he is playing some soccer over there. But he does a good job. Look at the replay. The score is, yeah, just look at it. Went through everyone and through his legs. And some soccer on display. That is way down the leg side. That is good courageous bowling. Giving flight to a batsman who can hit the ball very hard. Abhimanyu has already hit a monstrous 6 down the ground. Big sixer in the windish long off region. 51 for 2 is what the scoreboard reads. We are into the 7th over. Abhimanyu Khanna is 19 of 12. But that's not a good shot at all. But somehow the wicketkeeper manages to stop that. Wait for the umpire signal. He says a wide ball. Rightly so. Umpire Thandel officiating from Somaya Hospital end. (52 for 2). Oh, that is fiercely cut straight to the fielder. Nice fielding, and this is an opportunity. That was suicidal. Good work by the fielder. Slightly weaker throw, and also he couldn't take off the bills. That would have been close otherwise. 53 for 2. Oh, that's nicely played. With soft hands. And these guys are, oh my god, confusion for the second time in 2 consecutive balls. Finally, they get what they wanted. They get a second. The ball just ricocheting off the stumps. So with this couple, the score is 56 for 2. They are swiftest runners between the wicket of the both sides. Abhimanyu Khanna and my Akash Desai. Abhimanyu is 13 balls 20. Akash is 6 of 6. 55 for 2. Strikers versus Mavericks. Strikers, 55 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. It's going to be Akash Desai. Oh, that's nicely hit. The ball is racing towards that point boundary just for a single. With the single, the score will move on to 56. 56 for 2. Zooters presents 40 plus season 2.0. And we have had some fantastic matches. And today in the first match, it was 187 runs which was scored in the first innings. Some brilliant batting by Suraj and Janak. But after that, the way Shobnish played, the way Sachin played, they just finished off the match in just 15 overs. That was so good to watch. And this guy is also good to watch. What a good shot into the extra cover region. 2 bounces. The ball goes into the construction area. So score is 60 for 2 at the end of over number 7. Abhimanyu Khanna is going great guns. So a run rate which is hovering around 8.5, 8.75. Kiran continues and bowls comes to bowl his second over. Akash Desai has just got 7 balls to face for himself. He has not had much of strike. Abhimanyu Khanna generally takes the single of the last ball and keeps the strike with him. Or he hammers the ball down the ground. Only 2 ways for him. Straight to the fielder. This is suicidal running. But still they managed to get a single. Crazy running between these two. They just hit the ball and they run. That wasn't a good call at all. Generally, when the ball is hit behind the stumps, behind the wicket keeper, it's the non-striker's call. So they trust each other's call. That was Abhimanyu's call, and Akash responded. That's outside the off stump by a long margin. Umpire Tandil will just declared his head wide. 63 now. White ball. With this white ball, the score goes on to 62 for 2. Oh, that's nicely done. The ball is racing towards the fielder. Just a single. He's connecting them well, middling the ball well. Abhimanyu Khanna. His previous day's innings was slightly stop and start, not with good shot. But today he has done well. He has middled almost everything what he has faced. 63 for 2 is what the scoreboard reads. Akash Desai, 8 of 8. And he goes for a good shot into the mid wicket region just for a single. That's a shot he wasn't comfortable with in the previous match. Generally, when he tries to drive on the up, he finds it difficult. When the ball is short and when he has to hit up and over, he finds it easy. The good length balls outside off stump trouble him. This was nicely flighted and almost had his man. Twice in two balls he got beaten. Once through the outside edge and this time on the inside edge. Last ball of Kiran's second over. Again, the very same shot which he's not that comfortable with. Score at the end of over number 8 is 64 for 2 run rates of 8 runs per over. Abhimanyu is on 25, Akash on 9. Well, that's down the leg side. That would be 5 wides. 69 for 2 after the drinks break. Generally, the batsmen who lose their composure. This time, the bowler bowling the ball down the leg side. Prashant trying to get that ball swinging in. In fact, it swung a lot more and it goes for 5 wides. That's nicely bowled. That's nicely bowled, equally well played. It region into the covers and good look at that running for Abhimanyu Khanna. He's easily one of the quickest in the tournament. 71 for 2. We are into the ninth over. In the same area, that is a heavily trafficked area now. With the single, the score moves on to 73 for 2. The ball 74 for 2 is what the score is now. This is good going by the both batsmen now. Abhimanyu Khanna has been brilliant in this tournament. 27 in just 19 balls and got a 61 in the previous match. 61 or 41, something like that. And this is an opportunity. This is big. The good effort by the fielder Manoj over there, but it goes sailing over his head. That was hit powerfully. Even if he had any chance, that would have taken a Herculean effort to get that one. Flighted in the arc and beautifully done. And hitting him against the spin. Not an easy shot to execute. Nicely done. He is on 80 now. Last ball of Prashant's over. Will he go big on the last ball or will he take a single and keep strike? Oh, that's what. That was a gift. And that's the only ball on which you should be playing a cross batted shot. Full toss. If you play with the straight bat, you are always going to get into difficulties. Stay with the cross batted shot. The score at the end of over number 9 is 81 for the loss of 2 wickets. Abhimanyu Khanna, he is 34 of just 21 balls. Akash Desai, dozen balls. And he has been expensive as Prashant, 29 runs in his 2 overs. Previous over went for 12 runs. In fact, 13 runs. And his first over he had gone for 16 runs. So Anand is the new bowler. "81 for 2 is what the score reads. AV Anand Vaghani bowling and bowling it right on the spot where he's supposed to be. 82 for 1 now. Abhimanyu comes on strike. Every time, in fact, Akash comes on strike now. Akash Desai, every time Abhimanyu is on strike, there is some action over there. This guy has played sensibly, Akash, but I think he might just open his shoulders now. 12 of 12. He hasn't hit a shot of anger till now. That's nicely played. Playing all technical shots, playing in that way, getting those singles, keeping the scoreboard moving. That's what he has been instructed to do. While the other batsman is going hammer and tongs. That's Abhimanyu. He loves his batting. He loves to score those 50s. He's 35 of 22. Looking all set to get 2 back-to-back half centuries in this tournament. Oh, that's it very hard. Straight to the fielder. "84 for 2. 3 balls remaining of the 10th over. That's beautifully bowled. That's outside the off stump. Wide being called. Akash Desai on strike. He's 13 or 14. I think he's going to go big now. He must be tired of getting those singles now. That remained low and that was very well played. It goes on to 13. The score goes on to 86. 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. Oh, that's hammered. And that is the longest and highest, tallest six of the night, in fact. That's easily done into the construction site. And that is some powerful hitting by the powerful man, Abhimanyu Khanna. That was a poor ball, but taken full advantage of. The score at the end of over number 10 is 92 for the loss of 2 wickets. So 92 for 2 is what the scoreboard reads. And Abhimanyu 42 of just 24 balls. That is brilliant batting. Strike rate of almost 175. And it's played well. Anuj comes in. That's outside the off stump. But nice smooth action for the bowler, and he pivots around his front leg and gives a nice flight to the ball. Seems to be a very, very good bowler, Anuj. He got some trouble for the bowler, batsman. This was bowled quickly, not that flighted. So variation in pace, variation in flight, variation in the length as well. Akash, AD is on 14. Oh, that's nicely bowled. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Yes, umpire judges this as a fair delivery. That's a good call. Great bowling by the left armer. 2 in 2 balls he has beaten Akash. But that was flighted, very well bowled. With a single, the score will move on to 94 now. 94 for 2. Akash is 15 of 18. Abhimanyu, he is 42 of just 24. That was bowled with quick arm. Good bowling there by Anuj. Oh, that's hammered down the ground, and this would be an opportunity. Ball just falls short of Manoj. Abhimanyu will give you those chances. This has been a good over by Anuj. Bowled really well. Just given away 3 runs in first 5 balls. He has an opportunity to take a wicket. Akash Desai. He is 15 of 18. Oh, that's an opportunity. Oh, everyone was just sensing a wicket to be fallen. He drops a catch. The score at the end of over number 11 is 96 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. .96 for 2. Manoj, he is the most successful bowler. In fact, he is the only successful bowler and bowled really well. He should have continued with the third over. Gives a rip to the ball. Manoj. Nicely flighted. And played really well. He can stitch together some good balls. That's what he does. And bowls his quicker ones or the flighted ones. He got 2 wickets in 2 different ways. One ball which was flighted for Kumar Adnani to go for a big one and was beaten crop and neck and was bowled through the gate. Other ball he bowled the quicker one in which he got Nair's wicket. That was slightly close. He was fortuitous to get his wicket. 97 for 2. Oh, that's nicely done. The ball is racing towards the boundary. Good work there by the fielder. And look at Abhimanyu. Look at his running. He almost runs on the throw. He is on 45. 45 of just 27 balls. He is a superstar in the circuit. He does not have very immaculate technique or does not is not a traditional batsman, but he has a very strong willpower, confident batsman. In fact, his technique is not great at all. The ball is racing towards the boundary. Good work, great work. Great work, good soccer skills. 2 runs, 2 byes. That's beautifully flighted. Nicely bowled. This has been exhibition stuff by the offie. It's bowled well, has Manoj. Nicely bowled. Only bowler who has been able to create some kind of impression on the opposition is Manoj. He has got been called in to get a wicket. Just given away 13 runs. In fact, 15 runs. That's the scoreboard. 15 runs, and he's picked up 2 wickets. Last ball of Manoj's third over. Bowls at quicker delivery. Tries to surprise Abhimanyu Khanna. That's the last ball. That is the reason Abhimanyu is not going for the racing second one. Score at the end of over number 12 is 102 for 2. Anuj continues with the second over. Oh, he has been hit very long and very high, and there was an opportunity missed out. He goes for, gets a boundary. He gets his 50 in just 32 balls. He got his 15 33 balls in the previous match. He gets it in 32 balls in this match. But this is monstrous. This is very big. This is very big sixer by Abhimanyu Khanna. He is on 56 now. If you drop him, the very next ball he will punish you. 112 for 2. Hundred and 12 for 2. He's not going to stop. He'll actually try and hit every ball in this over. He'll again go for a big one. That's yes, well lefted. That's what I'm saying. Abhimanyu Khanna, he may not have the most immaculate technique, copybook technique. He has decent enough technique, but when it comes to hitting big, he has very powerful. I just lost a match in Pune, and he's trying to make men's of it over here. He does not like to lose any matches. 113 for 2. In fact, he was in that SMPL finals. And here he's trying to make men's. Getting all that anger shifted in this match. 56 runs he is on. 56 of 33. 113 for 2. It's going to be Abhimanyu on strike. And Abhimanyu goes big. This is monstrous again. Every ball is going to go for... Oh, this time he gets out. That's what I was talking about. Every ball he'll go and go for a big one in this over. He gets out in the process after hitting a wonderful innings of 56 of just 33 balls. 56. Previous match he scored 67 odd runs and this match 56. So good going. 2 century, half centuries back to back for this man. So he gets his man after being hit for a series of boundaries and sixes. He gets his man. Shushruth is the new man in. He's on strike. He plays with it soft hands and gets off the mark. With the single, the score moves on to 114 for 3 now. Oh, that was edge outside off stump. It was not an easy chance for the wicket keeper. 114 for 3. Last ball of the 13th over. Left arm spinner Anuj. He was hit for a few runs, but he has taken the wickets of Abhimanyu Khanna. Here's an opportunity. With a single, the score will move on to 115 for 3 at the end of over number 13. Akash is on 18. Shushruth has just opened his account. This is out. So Akash gets out in the process of getting big hits. He's a good fielder. Manoj and easily takes it. He bowled well and he has also taken a good catch now. That's the 4th wicket down. That's Akash Desai, 80 gets out on the score of 18. 18 of 23 balls. 115 for 4. Shishrut is on strike. Punit Gambhir is a new man in. He will go on to the non-striking end. Shishrut comes on strike. He is 1 of 1. So that's well left with this wide. The score will move on to 116 now. 116 for 4. With that remained low, and that was easily done by Shishrut with the single. The score will move on to 117 now. 6.3 overs remaining. $117 for 4. And that was very close to being caught. Punit Gambhir survives. Bowler doing a good job by bowling that outswinging delivery. Oh, that's nicely hit by Pune. This will race away towards the boundary. Good work by the fielder over there. With the single, the score will move to 118. 118 for 4 at the end of over number 14. In fact, one more ball remaining. I beg your pardon. Shishrut comes back on strike. 2 of 3. Is up against Anand, who has bowled well. Let's make it 119 for 4. Last ball of the 14th over coming up. The question remains, when are they going to take the pass search? Last ball of Anand's. With the single, the score will remain on 120, 120 for 4 in 14 overs. So 124 for 4 now. Shushrut is on 4. Punit Gambhir is on 4. Shushrut looks very compact with his shots, plays with soft hands, hits the gap. Batsman who is more reliant on his good technique. Oh, that's what he does actually. Plays the ball under his nose. Akash Desai was the last man out, 18 of 23. Shushrut is on 4 of 6. Oh, that's nicely done. Gets a single. Punit Gambhir comes on strike. He just walks the single, Punit. This is going to be a good contest. Strikers 125 for 4. Mihir bowling a good over. So 15 overs done and dusted. 125 for 4. Mavericks versus Strikers. Mavericks have done a good job. Pegged the scoring slightly back after Abhimanyu Khanna's wicket. One to 5 for 4 is what the scoreboard reads. Shushrut is on 5. Punit Gambhir is on 4. Shushrut would be on strike now. Anuj got Abhimanyu Khanna's wicket. He'll be bowling to Shushrut now. Shushrut has special preparation. He takes off his gloves, puts them back again. He's played some top level cricket in India and UK as well. Shushrut comes on strike. 125 for 4. That remained low. That was bowled slowly. He uses the soft and he's very smart and takes a single. Gives it to Puneet now. Puneet, I don't think he would be like wasting any time now. He would try and go big. 1 to 6 for 4. They just need to consolidate what Abhimanyu has given them. A big, nice boost in the middle overs. If they manage to get 10 runs per over, they will be getting close to 175, which would be good. Puneet Gambhir, he wanted to hit it somewhere. The ball has gone somewhere. With the single, the score moves on to 127. 127 for 4. Oh, Shashrut goes on his knees towards the square leg region. That's a nicely hit boundary. He will find those spots to get his boundaries. That's what he is very good at. Good shot that was on the knees and easily garnered over there for a nicely hit boundary. Beautifully done. 131 for 4. 131 for 4 is what the scoreboard reads. And that's way outside the off stump. Wanted to bowl a variation, lost the control of the ball. Shashwat has got his first boundary. He looks good. Oh, that's a nice cracking shot of the back foot. Ball racing towards that covers boundary for a single. Score is 133 for 4 now. Pradeep Gambhir has tried to hit some big shot but hasn't been able to connect the ball that well. Last ball of Anuj's third over. Will Puneet go big? I think this ball is going to travel or he is going to get out. That's what I was talking about. He hits it very hard and good work there by the fielder. The score at the end of over number 16 is 134 for the loss of 4 wickets. That's what he was saying. 135 for 4. We are into the 17th over. Shushruth comes on strike. Shushruth is 11 of 11. Puneet is 7 of 8. Oh, that remained low. Absolutely low. Shushruth, unfortunately, the ball did not rise. Very slow delivery. He gets out. $135 for 5. We are into the 17th over. So Rishabh Shah, who was very good in his previous encounter, he had scored that 60 odd runs. He comes in. He came in the last match where many wickets had fallen down. 135 for 5. $135 for 5. Rishabh Shah. Oh, he has pulled it. And this is the first ball boundary for Rishabh Shah. He is continuing with his good form. Previous match, he played a very good innings. That was an innings which gave him a lot of confidence because he took a lot of time to get settled in that match. This is bowling very, very slow. In fact, almost bouncing in the second time. Becomes difficult to play such bowlers because you have to make all your power behind it and you have to get your own shots. 139 for 5. Rishabh Shah, he was Played, made 60 odd in his previous encounter. Gets the boundary of the very first ball. That's nicely bowled. Straight into the cover. That's an opportunity. 140 for 5. Oh, that's a cracking shot. This will race away towards the covers just for a single. Very first time Puneet has actually connected one shot. Even that wasn't that well timed. He's trying to hit it very hard. That's the issue. Meanwhile, one batsman who is hitting it very well is Rishabh Shah from the last match. Let's see whether his form continues. Oh, that's well left. 142 for 5. Last ball of the 17th over. The score at the end of over number 17 is 143 for the loss of 5 wickets. That's outside the off stump. 144 for 5. Anuj has bowled well, but he also has been taken for a few runs. 27 for 1. He's conceding 9 runs per over almost. Oh, that's nicely done. Straight to the fielder into the covers. 145 for 5 now. He goes for the big one. Misses out completely. Puneet hasn't been able to connect anything today properly. Probably just waiting for that one big shot to come in. After that, things might just flow. 8 of 10 balls. He's trying to hit it very hard. That's the issue. Not timing it well. 146 for 5. This guy is in good form. He can get you those boundaries and sixers at will. Rishabh Shah. He is 7 of just 4 balls. This ball is going to travel. Take my word, he's going to hit big. Anuj just playing with his patience. He wanted to hit it in the covers. The ball has gone down the ground. Into the covers or a slash behind point would have been a better option with that kind of room. 147 for 5. "14 balls remaining. This is how you want to hit. Just wait for the ball to come. But still just a single. In fact, they go on for the second one. Easily done and dusted. Last ball of Anuj's fourth over. Just 5 runs in this over so far. Oh, that is up and over into the covers. With this brace, the score moves to 151 for 5 at the end of over numbers 18. Manoj has bowled brilliantly. He has picked both the openers. 16 for 2 is figures read. He has been the best bowler of the opposition by a long way. He has bowled well, has picked 2 wickets, 16 runs in his 2 overs, 5.33 runs per over. That's good going. He comes up with his last 6 balls. (151 for 5). Almost had the 3rd wicket for him. The ball has taken the inside edge and has gone for a boundary. 155 for 5. Off the stumps, he gets a boundary. Rishabh Shah, this would be his 2nd boundary of the innings. Rishabh Shah is in good batting form. That was a 42 boundary, but take my word, he can hit. Just see how much the ball turns from this end for him. Does he do anything special or is just bowling straight? Oh, does not turn much. In fact, very little, and the ball remained low. The way he rips the ball, the way he comes in and approaches, you feel that he's bowling their big off spinners, but instead he turns very little. He's a straightish kind of bowler, you can hit him, but he's picked up 2. Oh, almost had the 3rd one. Came back in time, did Rishabh Shah. That bounced so very well. Oh, that's a nice hit. The ball is racing towards the fielder over there in the mid wicket. 156 for 5 now. Last 8 balls remaining. Now, Puneet Gambhir hasn't been able to connect any shots well. This might just be the over in which he gets those 6s. Boundary, 2 dot deliveries and a single against Manoj, who has been brilliant today. Picked up 2 crucial wickets. That was outside the off stump. Struggle for Punit Gambhir continues. He's a pretty handy batsman today. Just trying to hit the ball too hard. 7 balls remaining in which to make men's Punit. He's good, 13 or 14, but better things are expected of him. Shots like this, but this has gone high, not the distance. Still this will go away for a boundary. With hitting with all his raw power. This time he looked at the ball closely. That's the mantra of success. And hit it hard down the ground to get 4 runs for him. 160 for 5 wickets at the end of over number 19. Hundred and 60 for 5 strikers against Mavericks. Good score for strikers. Kiran, it would be to finish off the responsibilities of bowling the last over. 160 for 5. Both the teams would be happy with this. What happens the next 6 balls will determine. That's nice lead by Rishabh. The ball is racing towards the boundary. This would be first ball boundary for Rishabh Shah. He's continuing with his good form. He moves on to 17. 17 of just 9. $164 for 5. 5 balls remaining. Oh, that's nicely done. What a good shot this is. Fantastic hit for a boundary. 2 boundaries for Rishabh Shah in the 20th over. He continues his good form. Good batting there by Rishabh Shah. 2 consecutive boundaries. That's the power surge over. That's what it can do to you. Wait for the umpire signal. No. That's off the bat, he says. 169 for 5. 3 balls remaining. Will they get close to 175? Oh, this is a monstrous hit. The best shot coming in the last over. He was trying to hit some big shots, but he was trying to hit too hard. So that's the first time he has connected the ball well and has connected the ball at the right time. 175 for 5 now. They are getting close to 180 mark. 2 balls for Puneet to make men's. He hasn't connected the ball well at all in the innings. But that last shot was brilliant into the construction area. Last 2 balls for him to make men's. That's again hit very hard. That's a monstrous hit. Great shot down the ground. That's what he can do. He can hit the ball hard. And this one was dug out. Nice inside out helicopter shot. That kind of a shot this is. Yeah, he yorked himself and that was nicely done. So 2 balls and 10 runs for Punit Gambhir. He has taken the score close to 180, 179. Will he finish off with a sixer? And he wanted to go in the mid wicket. The ball has gone into the third man region. The ball races towards the boundary. They take a couple. Puneet, at least on the last ball, he's running very hard. So with this 3 runs, the score moves on to 182. Good score. 182 is what they managed. That's a great score. So Abhimanyu Khanna's heroics and late order batting hitting by Puneet Gambhir takes them to 182. 182 at the end of over number 20. 183 is what they need. So Subhash, that's a good choice. And he is a very good bowler. In fact, one of the best when it comes to bowling economically. He can bowl it quickly, he can bowl those flighted deliveries, and he can be the one who can make a difference. And he starts off with a new ball. Swivels and hits it past the square leg region. Score is 1 now. He gets off the mark, does Prashant. Prashant and Aditya. Subhash is a very, very good bowler. Oh, that slashed and slashed beautifully for a boundary. That's not easy to get runs against this guy. He's a pretty handy bowler. Generally does not give many boundaries. In fact, sometimes he does not give any in 3-4 overs. That kind of bowler is Subhash. This time, he is hit for a ninth boundary. पहला सिंगल है पहला सिंगल डॉट 4. Aditya getting a boundary of the very second ball he faces. Score moves on to 6 now. Generally, Subhash does not give a lot many runs in his first few overs where he bowls. And he's very effective against the right-handers. Today is bowling short. Aditya is on 5. He has got a nice boundary. Oh, that's what he can do. You can bowl those quicker deliveries. Score at the end of over number 1 is 7 for no loss. Score is 11 for 2 and wonderful hit boundary. Both the batsmen getting a boundary now. It was Aditya who got it in the first over and Prashant getting it in the second over. These are some good bowlers. Sunil, yeah. Oh, this is nicely bowled. He gives it a rip. Last ball of the second over. In fact, he has to re-bowl that one. 13 runs on the scorecard now. Aditya has already hit one nice boundary. Will he get one more? Every time you bowl that extra ball, it goes for runs. Let's see whether it happens again now. That's what happens. That extra ball costing him 4 runs. 17 runs on the scorecard at the end of over number 2. Oh, that is on the rise. The ball is racing towards that cow corner region. Good running between the wickets. Couple easily done and dusted. He's a very, very economical bowler. Today he's going for few runs. His economy is generally below 5 when he comes in ball in the first few overs, the Subhash. Oh, that's ball quickly. Straight to the fielder. These two batsmen have almost identical scores. 9 for Prashant, 9 for Aditya. Prashant. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Subhash can finish off those overs quickly. Very rarely does he bowl those extras. And he finishes his over just like Ravindra Jadeja. He very quickly finishes off his overs. Does not waste much time setting the field around or just wasting time. Just goes there, puts the ball in the right area, finishes it off. That's nicely bowled, equally well played. The ball straight to the fielder. This time they managed to take a single. 21. Last ball of Subhash's second over. He has given away 11 runs in 11 balls. First over, it went for 7 runs. This over for 4 runs. Last ball of Subhash's second over. Oh, that was bowled very, very quickly. That's pitched outside the leg stump. The LBW goes out of the equation completely. Oh, that slashed and slashed straight to the fielder. That's an opportunity. That is confusion. And that would be wicket number 1. Every time the ball is hit behind the stumps, it is always a non-striker's call. One player was ball watching, the other one was just racing. He was on the back foot. So 22 is what on which the first wicket falls. He was playing well and he gets out. Nikhil is the new man in. Oh, that's good work there by the fielder. The fielding has got them for the wicket. And today is bowling it quickly. His bowling action was reminiscence of Saklin Mushtaq. Today he has changed his bowling action. He's bowling with quick hour action. Sunil. Or gives it a rip just like Saklin Mushtaq used to do. The ball is racing and just a single. Good work there by the fielder. Two balls remaining in this over. Score is 23 for 1. Is he going across the stumps? Yes. Very unique way. Generally off spinners do not go that way. Coming around the wickets. Across between the umpire and the wickets is run up. Gives it a rip today. Today's bowling with quick arm action is Sunil. He's into his second over. Bowling with the new ball. Sunil Iyer, the opening batsman. Oh, that is nicely bowled. Just like the wily old Saklin Mushtaq of Pakistan. Look at his action. The final delivery point is just like him. And he has bowled it quickly. So 2 overs and just 11 runs. Good bowling by the two opening spinners. 4 overs and just 23 runs, and they have got a wicket courtesy a run out. 23 for 1 is what the score is in pursuit of 183. They need 160 in the next 16 overs. Ankit comes into ball. Oh, that's fiercely cut. The ball is racing towards the point region just for a single. Score moves on to 24. 24 for 1. Oh, that's nicely done. Straight to the fielder. Oh, good work by the fielder. Oh, that's an opportunity missed out. He did not collect the ball. "25 for 1. Almost the second run out was on. Prashant is 11 of 16. That's cut straight to the fielder. They fielded well. Have the strikers in this match. Oh, that's right in front of the wickets. Maybe just outside. The last ball of the fifth over. The ball stayed low and the ball is going racing towards the fine leg. 26 runs for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of over number 5. Yeah, Shishrut comes in to bowl his leg spinners. 25 for 1. Prashant is on strike. In fact, Vicky is on strike. Prashant is on strike. Oh, that was pitch short and good work there by the fielder. Starts off with the brace. Shushruth bowling his leg spinners. Oh, that is so very well bowled. A perfect leg spinner. Nicely bowled and flighted. He's bowling well, is Shushruth. That is again bowled well. 2 balls right on spot. Perfectly pitched leg spinner. The previous ball was a beauty. He is flighting the ball and he is giving it a rip. Bowling those leg spinners of his. Oh, you bowled the wrong one. What a ball that was. Fantastic. And the batsman had absolutely no clue about it. The wrong one turned a mile. Fantastic bowling. And he's ripping it up. Nice bowling by Shushruth. Oh, this is a beauty again. The wrong one against the left-hander. He's bowling in some great rhythm now. Shushruth just enjoying his bowling. Last ball of Shushruth's fantastic first over. Oh, he has cleaned him up. What a ball that is. He bowled the wrong one and then the leg spinner. He's got his man. Second wicket on the score of 29. Twenty-nine for 2. Shushruth, good first over for him. He picked up a wicket and just conceded those 3 runs. Bowled 2 wrong ones in the 6 balls. That's good to see because generally if you are a leg spinner, mostly nowadays almost all leg spinners bowl their wrong ones as their stock balls. Most like Rashid Khan, he gets most balls to come in. But that's good to see. Bowlers bowling the leg spinners as their stock delivery and using the wrong one as a surprise delivery. That left-hander's wicket was so beautifully set up. And both the bowlers now doing good. They decided on an all-spin attack. Ankit bowling his second over. Flighted straight to the batsman. Ankit bowling his second over. Oh, that is beautifully bowled. It's turning now, gripping and turning. There's a tinge of grass and also the ball is spinning beautifully. Oh, that is slashed and slashed hard. The fielder, Shushruth, does a great job. He's having a good day. Restricts the batsman to just one. That's very well bowled. Almost had the third wicket. They're bowling their overs quickly. They played a finals in Pune. They lost that one, but they are making men's over here. Digs it out. Oh, that is some fancy work. Good juggling act. The score at the end of 7 overs is 33 runs for the loss of couple of wickets. Shushrut continuing with his brilliant leg spinners. Manoj Sunavne is on strike. Shushrut bowling his second over. Oh, that was short pitched. Went on to the back foot and hits it straight to the fielder over there. Good work by the boundary rider over there. Just a single. Will Shushrut bowl the wrong one? Generally the third or fourth ball he goes for it. Let's see. It's a very good wrong one. Instead he goes for a leg spin. He does not appeal. He knows the ball is pitched outside the leg stump. So that's good to see. Not appealing for everything and every time the ball hits the pad. I think this is the time for the wrong one to come. Oh, this was a beauty. Absolutely no clue which way the ball is going. I thought it would come in as the ball was pitched outside the off stump. Generally, this is what he has been doing. But this is a good line. Outside the off stump, you don't know which one is going to come in, which one's going to go out. Oh, that was a wrong one. We were waiting. He waited for the fifth ball in this time. Shushrut is a pretty handy ball. First time I'm seeing him bowl. Not that he does not bowl, but first time I'm seeing him bowling and I'm commentating, and he seems to be a very, very interesting bowler. Very nice loop he gives. Oh, this is a beauty. But this moved away and it bisected the two. Good bowling this is. Good, great bowling in fact. The 4 runs to end Shushrut's second over. He created a chance. Bisected the two with precision. For 2 to his boundary. 39 for 2 at the end of over number 8. Both the spinners continuing. Ankit bowling his third over. He has given away 7 runs against Prashant. Yeah, he goes for the sweep shot straight to the fielder at short third man. Short fine leg, I beg your pardon. This will race away towards the boundary for us. 1 over throw 41 for 2. So that is tapped. 42 for 2. Good bowling there by Ankit. Just conceded 10 in 2.3 overs. Bowled really well. Good off spin bowling. This is nicely tried. This is on the knees and into the mid wicket region just for a single. With this, the score will move on to 44 now. 43 for 2. Couple of balls remaining in Ankit's third over. He has bowled brilliantly. He has conceded just 11 runs. Played with soft hands for a single. Both the spinners doing a good job. And bowling the overs quickly, that's the best thing about them. Oh, that's nicely cut straight to the fielder. There's an opportunity. The score at the end of over number 9 is 45 for the loss of 2 wickets. Oh, what a ball that was. What a ball that was. He is doing exhibition stuff. The wicketkeeper faltered. He is in red hot form with the ball in his hand. That was a very, very good wrong one. First wrong one, he bowled the third ball of the over. In the next over, he bowled the fifth ball of the over. And this time, he bowled the very first ball of the over, the wrong one. So that's a surprise element. And I think he'll go for a big leg break now. Oh, again a wrong one. And that also turned very sharply. The two good balls twice. Manoj was in a spot of bother. Has bowled well. Every ball of his is looked to take a few wickets. 10 runs he has conceded in 2.2 overs. That's good bowling. Shishrut, he might just pick another wicket. He's Prashant, who's 22 of 32. Will he go for the wrong one again? Instead, he goes for a leg break. Straight to the fielder. With the single, the score will move on to 47 now. Manoj, who bowled really well. .48 for 2. Will this be the wrong one? Oh, that's again a leg spinner. Absolutely no clue Prashant is having which way Shushruth's balls are going. The look on his eyes says everything. He's bowling well, Shushruth. He's conceded just 12 in 2.5 overs. Will he get another? Oh, that was a chance. He did not go for it. Abhimanyu. The score at the end of over number 10 is 49 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Ankit Zaveri comes in to bowl his last over. He has bowled well, kept the batsman quiet. He came in with Subhash to open the bowling attack. He will bowl his penultimate, in fact, the final over. Off spinner has bowled well, but this is nicely, so beautifully done. 4 runs for Prashant. Nicely played off the back foot. They get their team 50. Score is 53, 53 for 2. Mavericks need a lot of this. Lot of boundaries if they want to have any chance of winning this one. Prashant goes for the big one. The ball is going towards the mid-wicket region. Just a single. The fielder over there doing a good job. That is straight in and straight out. Kumar Adnani made a good effort. Did the difficult job of getting there. But after that, the ball just popped out of his hand. It was a running effort. Did everything right. Just couldn't hold on to it. 58 for 2 now. Worst part is he conceded a boundary after missing out on that. Good effort by Kumar. That's good hitting. Ankit has bowled well, but in the last over, that's good bowling. Flighted one. This was bowled with a different action, different trajectory. His figures was so good up until the last over. He's conceded 9 in this over. He just gave away 13 in the first 3. And will he get another wicket? Or will it race for the boundary? Yes, it will. Score is 62 for 2. And Ankit's figure say he is given away 26 runs. Last over, first 3 overs he gave 13. The last 3 overs till now he has given 30. Last over he has given 13 till now in 5 balls. Last ball or Ankit's final over. His bowled well, has given away 22 runs. Will he get one more wicket? That's slashed hard, and this time his figures would read 4 overs, 27 runs and no wickets against his column. New bowler Nishit. Finally, we are going to give some seam up deliveries. In fact, even he is a spinner. All spinners for a change. Unique day. Shashru should have continued. He was bowling well. This is ricocheted off the pads. The umpire signals it as a leg by. The score is 64 for 2. Oh, that is slashed and slashed hard by Manoj. That will race away for a boundary. On Nishit, taken for runs. Score is 69 for 2. 11.3 overs. Manoj Sonawane hitting a fabulous boundary. This time he goes into the mid-wicket cow corner region just for a single. With the single, the score moves on to 70 now, 70 for the loss of 2 wickets. "70 for 2, Prashant is on 30. Manoj Sonawane is 25 of just 19. This has been a good day for Manoj. Picked up a couple of wickets and also he has scored some brilliant runs. He wanted to hit the covers, the ball went into third man region. Shishra doing the job over there. Last ball of the 12th over. This was fiercely hit. The ball is racing towards the extra cover region. That would be another boundary for Manoj. He has looked good. Score is 75 runs for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of over number 12. Subhash comes in to finish his quarter. He has given away. Okay, the next bowler is Thomas. Thomas has been invited to bowl the 13th over. Oh, that's easily done. So some soccer skills by number 99 over there. Score is 76 for 2. They need lot many runs. But that's a fierce shot. The ball going into the mid-wicket region. Couple of runs being taken. Thompson being taken for runs. He's conceded 3 in the first 2 balls. But that's beautifully slashed. The ball is racing towards the boundary just for a single. Oh, you're doing a good job over there. They need 104 in the remaining 45 balls. 7.3 overs in which to get those 105 runs, 102 runs. Not easy. Score at the end of over number. In fact, there are a couple of balls remaining. Couple of balls remaining in this over. Hits it straight to the fielder over there in the cow corner region. With the single, the score will move on to 80 now. 80 for 2. Last ball of Thompson's first over. 5 runs he has conceded. Not that bad. I think Amol would be sent for a big sixer or a boundary the last ball. Manoj is on strike. I think I give over mid-wicket. Yes, that's it. That's what I called. Heave over mid-wicket, but just a single. Score at the end of over number 13 is 81 for 2. Manoj Sonawane looking real good. So Nishit continuing with his over. Nishit and it was Thompson in the previous over. They are taken for few runs. Nishit in fact gave away 10 runs in his first over. That's fine when the run rate required is almost next Very difficult actually. 7 overs in which to get the remaining 100 runs. He goes for the shot into covers. Just a single. Remember, if they get a prize, they would be getting an opportunity. This was bowled with quick action. '84 for 2. 99 runs in 39 balls. Almost impossible. Highly, not impossible, but highly improbable. 85 for 2 now. The scoreboard reads. Three balls in this over remaining. Two balls remaining in this over. Oh, that is slashed and slashed hard. The ball is racing towards that extra cover. This is again some good soccer skill. They'll get a brace, and at the one to go. He's conceded 6 in the first 5 balls. He wanted to turn it towards the 5 leg region for a boundary. Instead, 2 wides. Last ball of the 14th over. Last ball of Nishit's second over, last ball of the 14th over. Well, that was a very, very indifferent shot straight to the fielder. Cannot stop the single from being taken. The score at the end of 14 overs is 90 for the loss of 2 wickets. 90 runs on the scorecard. They have lost 2 wickets. Last 6 overs remaining in ways to get those 93 runs. Almost impossible.
90, 14 overs 90.
90 for 2. They need 93 runs in the remaining 36 balls. 93 in remaining 36 balls. A nice shot. No footwork, but all hands in to get that boundary. The pass search was being called and good boundary. That's nicely bowled. Oh, that's a nice shot. In fact, straight to the fielder. Beautifully held. What a good catch that is. That was a great shot, in fact. On the knees, and he hit a monstrous shot. Rishabh Shah taking a good catch. Look at the way he's celebrating. Everything has gone right for him in this tournament. A great day for him. Good bowling and now 47 of just 29 balls. That was a brilliant innings. Fantastic work from the offie. Yeah, look at the way he celebrates. Yeah, Dwayne Bravo in the Somaya grounds. The Gujarati Bravo, but and this would be one of the highlights of this match. In fact, look at this. This you will remember. Yeah, Rishabh Shah, Dwayne Bravo, the Gujarati Bravo of 40 plus 2.0 season. Zooters present 40 plus. This is what we want to see. Some great fun element also. Good work there by the cameraman and the broadcasters to get in some wonderful pictures. Again, our Bravo is being kept busy. Look at him racing. Cannot stop a second. Thompson even getting a wicket. Oh, that's a fabulous, fabulous shot. And Bravo is being kept busy. Rishabh Shah. The score at the end of over number 15 is 98 for the loss of 3 wickets. .98 for 3 is what the score is. Nishit comes in to bowl the 16th over. Nishit, last 5 overs in which to get a lot of runs. 85 in fact. Oh, this is nicely done onto the front foot. And this is just easily done. Not with lot of power. Beautifully hit sixer. What a good shot that is. On the front foot, Prashant. Hits it easily. Not a lot of power, all pure timing. That's bowled very quickly. After being hit for a 6, no flight. Absolutely no flight. Flat as you get. He wanted to hit it into the covers. The ball has gone into the square leg region. First one being taken. He will take for us, go for a second, and will be in a spot of bother. He just lost the ball from his hand. That's what he's indicating. That's good sportsman spirit shown by the wicketkeeper. Oh, that's nicely done. 2 runs with this couple. The score moves on to 108 for 3. "75 runs needed in 26 balls. Almost like Chennai's target. They need 60 in 18 balls. Dhoni got out just recently. Similar kind of match over here. Completely lopsided. Oh, this is an opportunity. Oh, he dropped him again. Kumar dropping a second catch. Oh, Prashant gets his 50. 109 for 3. This is hit down the ground. This would be another boundary. Score at the end of over number 16 is 113 for the loss of 3 wickets. 24 balls in which to get the remaining runs. In fact, 70 runs to win. 4 overs, 70 runs. Chennai Super Kings needed 16, 18 today. Straight to the fielder and straight through him. 23 balls and 66 runs. You may feel the match is completely one-sided. They are not going for it. But few shots like this, Prashant, you might just get the match closer to them. They cannot take it lightly. 23 balls, 66 runs to win.
राहुल सर ने मला दोन बॉल झाले ना टाका टाका पटपट टाका
So with the single, the score moves on to 118, 118 for 3. Prashant gets retired after scoring 55 or 56. Played well after scoring that half century. Gives the opportunity to his other batsmen. "65 runs is what they need." That was bowled quickly. The ball is racing towards the long off region.
थँक्यू सर आता सिंगल कोणी काढला मीरनी
That's nicely bowled. Just formalities remaining now. They should be going for it. You never know. Harish Dani on one side, Mihir Mehta on the other. Nicely done. Just to get off the mark. With the single, the score will move on to 1-2-0, 1-2-0 for 3 at the end of over number 17. 3 overs and they need 63 runs to win. Kumar Adnani comes into ball the 18th over. Straight to the fielder, just a single. 17 balls, 62 runs to win. Oh, that was almost a second bounce. That's a no ball. 2 bounces. And no ball and 2 runs. In fact, it bounced twice. That would be a free hit. That was an off break. Again, a couple taken. This would help them in the further matches. They're trying to keep the victory margin lesser because the required run rate may come into factor. He's flighted the ball, racing towards that mid-wicket cow corner region. Good work there by the fielder over there. Rishabh Shah is on fire. He's everywhere. (128 for 3). Yes, given away 6 runs, but that's fine because the required run rate is very, very big, humongous in fact. That's beautifully bowled. 14 balls in which to get this remaining runs. It's hit very hard into the mid-wicket region just for a single. He wants to go big. The ball is going towards the square leg region for a single. 130 for 3 at the end of over number 18. Two overs in which to get this remaining runs. Nishit coming in to bowl his second over, probably the last one. They need 53 in 12 balls. That is 27.5 runs per over, 26.5 runs per over. 5 balls remaining in Nishit's spell of today's. 11 balls in which to get the remaining 53 runs. That's nicely bowled. 10 balls, 53 runs to win. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Very well kept. Both the knees actually are parallel to the ground when he stops the ball. Puts his body on the line, the wicketkeeper. Yeah, now he's come in more conventional method. See, the ball is racing towards that extra cover region for another boundary. Little too late. Score is 134 for 4. 2 balls remaining in this over. That's nicely done into the covers. The fielders over there. Just a single it would result into. Score moves on to 135 now. They need a lot. They need, in fact, 48 runs to win this one. 48 of the last 7 balls. Make it 47 of the last 6 balls. Score at the end of over number 19 is 136 for 3, and they need 89 runs to win this one. In fact, 87 runs to win this one. One more. So Thomas would bowl the last over. 47 needed in the last 6 balls. Hit hard. The ball is racing towards the mid wicket region. 5 balls, 46. This is just formality remaining now. Just for the academic interest, what's the difference between the two teams is going to be. Last 4 balls of the day. That's it nicely down the ground. With this couple, the score will move on to 140, 140 for 3, 43 needed in the last 3. Gets a single, 42 needed now. In fact, 41 needed. Oh, that's another boundary. So they are ending on a good note. A completely lopsided affair, this one. Strikers winning this hands down. The last ball of the day, 146 for 3. Oh, that's a monstrous shot. The ball is racing towards the mid-wicket region. Fantastic way to end over. 150 is what they achieve. They lose this one by 32 runs. Not that bad, but little too late for those kind of shots. So thank you. That's all we have from today's day. Man of the match for this match has to be Abhimanyu Khanna. Scored that 50. That crucial one.